Hey Garden Guardians, welcome to Angel Loves Garden. Peace and blessings to all. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, this is Angel aka Lily with another video. Hopefully it won't be too long. I wanted to do this particular video more for the kids, the young halos as I like to call them, because I just wanted to do a little project. I feel like these days, everybody's always on the computer for school, and a lot of people are homeschooling. Parents are homeschooling. A lot of parents are working from home, and a lot of times we're just always looking at the television screens or the computer screens, and we're not really getting a break from that, and sometimes we just need a stress reliever. And this past year, gardening has been that for me. And I am a parent. My son is 23, but he's doing college online. I'm working from home, so we're always on the computer. And then a lot of times afterwards, we like to binge watch YouTube or TV or whatever, or Netflix. And then he's a gamer, so he likes to play his video games. So sometimes we just need that little break from the screen. And actually just do something that's a little more stress relieving, and gardening has been that for us this past year. It's been a godsend. And so what I would like to encourage is more of that, with parents and families and the kids being more involved in growing. It's a great learning experience. So I feel like it's something that would be good to do with the kids. So this particular video is going to be about that. Now, if you watched my other video about the Family Dollar beginning gardener couponing video, then you would have gotten, if you did those particular transactions during this week, or if you plan to do it tomorrow when you get the greater savings, the extra $5 off, you would have gotten these grow kits, the 4 grow kits that I picked up. I did this one already, so but I wanted to do the video because I wanted to just do one as well that can be sort of an instructional video for the kids as well, so that they can start growing and learning more about flowers and gardening. So if you did the same transaction, you would have gotten these 4 grow kits. If you don't do the Family Dollar transaction, you can actually get these same grow kits from the Dollar Tree. They're only $1 each. Again, Family Dollar is owned by Dollar Tree, so they have a lot of the same products. And if you get them, all 4 from the Dollar Tree, it's going to be $4. All of the other items that you would need to do this project and this grow kit project, you can also get them all from the Dollar Tree. So the whole thing for the whole project will just be it will be significantly under $10. It wouldn't be that much. Okay. And the reason why we got these particular plants, as I explained in the other video, is because we wanted to have some flowers growing to help encourage bees, because we need bees for pollination. Plus, they're so pretty. They're going to smell really great. We're going to enjoy that. Also, we wanted to get the tomato and basil to grow together, because often in YouTube land, and most gardeners also say that tomato and basil are great companion plants. And even some people say that basil grown with the tomato near it actually makes it taste a lot better. So we're going to see. We're going to see if that's true or not. Alrighty. And again, if you don't decide to do it at Family Dollar, you can get them from the Dollar Tree. Now, I did go through and read some of the instructions already. And the instructions are stating that we're going to need a few items. And before I get into that, again, I just want to stress, I feel like, especially these times right now, we all need a little more patience. So I feel this project is going to teach our children more patience, maybe help us with more patience as well, because it can be difficult if you're constantly, stuck in the house, not able to go out and have little outings or having an outlet, especially a lot of people right now when it's storming and there's a lot of snow everywhere, and of course we have a pandemic, so it can be stressful, and the patience can be tested. So this will be something that'll help us to learn patience through growing, and in terms that the kids can understand, so it'll give us maybe a win. We'll have 4 opportunities to get a win, to maybe level up like we do in the video games, and learn it on different levels, different stages of the growing, and just take our time doing it. So it'll teach us to be patient and not to expect always the instant rewards, because honestly that's not how life works all the time. And with school and work, often we're expected to be multitaskers. So like in school, you're expected to learn multiple subjects and also to have, great results for each one of those subjects. But the reality is you're not going to do the same, get the same results with each subject. Not necessarily. There are some things you're going to do very well and some things you won't be so great at. So this will be also a great, experience in and just learning that it's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to have some experiences that may not be as successful, and that's all right, because in the real world we'll just figure out a plan B, or we'll figure out another way to do things or work around, and that's that's okay too. All right, so we're going to go through the instructions, line by line, because we are growing with our young ones, our young halos. We're going to have patience. A lot of us guardian parents, of course, if we're used to gardening, then we may be like, okay, I already know how to do this, but we're going to let the little kids also, learn and gain the experience as well. And then that gives them an opportunity to maybe ask questions that maybe, we never thought that they would want to know, and to get more knowledge. Okay? But first, I read all of the instructions on each one of the packets, and each one said the same exact instructions. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to need first for these Grow Kit projects. So, of course, we're going to need our 4 Grow Kits. Okay? Now, I did one already, the basil, but we still have one I'm going to do on this video with you guys. And then you can do all the rest as well. And again, the reason why I want to do all 4 at the same time is because, you can get different results, and you may be better at something, at growing one flower and not as great as growing something else. And it'll teach you something about yourself and about the flower and how you can do something better next time. All right, we're also going to need, based on the instructions, it said we were going to need 3/4 cup of water. So again, you can get all of your supplies from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree sells these measuring cups. You get $4 for $1, so that's a great deal. You get the 1 cup. You'll get the 1/2 of a cup, and they're labeled here. You'll get the 1/3 of a cup. I'm sorry, the 1/3 of a cup, and then a 1/4 of a cup. So you'll get all 4 for $1. So that's a great deal. Now we're only going to be using, we're going to use the 1/4 because we need 3/4. So we're going to need 3 of these 1/4 cups. And we're also going to use this 1 cup because we're going to put our pellet in this. This is the perfect size to put the pellet in, and then we're going to just pour the water over on it. And we're only going to need 3 of these. So we know that they'll fit in this because 4 of these 1/4 cups will equal 1 cup. You know, if we're going back to the old school math days and science days. So we know that 3 of these will definitely fit in there if, you know, this holds 4. And it should hold the pea pellet as well. It also said you're going to need a fork because we're going to need to fluff the pea pellet once the water starts absorbing in it so that we could grow our seed packet in the pea pellet. It did say also that you would need a water bottle or a spray bottle to actually spray your seed packet to hydrate it and to moisten it so that we can actually put it in the soil and let it grow. It also stated that we would need some plastic wrap. You can use this plastic wrap again. You can get this from the dollar store. Also, you know, if you have a baggie, these should be the perfect size. They'll be able to fit over the cup as well. And again, you can get a whole bag of forks from the dollar store. Also, we're going to use a cup. I have it filled up with water because I'm just going to dip this in, just scoop my water out and pour it over, so that way it'll be easy. And we can do this all in one sitting without having to get up to get any other items. And those are all of the things that you would need to actually do this project. And again, you can get a whole bag of cups from the dollar store. So for, you know, under $10, you can do this nice little project. And the Garden Guardian parents can also work with our little halos to do a nice little project to teach them about growing and patience and to give them a nice stress reliever, you know, reliever that we often have when we're in our gardens. Okay, so let's get started. So the first one I'm going to actually choose is the tomato. So you just, on the back, you're able to just open it. There's a little slot. Again, all of the instructions for each one are the exact same. It comes with this cute little pot. There's a pea pellet. You know, a lot of us garden parents know that, you know, we use a lot of times these little peat moss or cocoa core bricks to seed our plants or to start our seedlings. So that's something we're familiar with. Also, it comes with a little pad. That has seeds in it. You see that? And it has the name of the plant on it. It says tomato, and there's seeds throughout the pad. So that's pretty cool. All right. So we're going to start with the instructions and see what to do next. Let's go line by line. It says dissolve the growing medium pellet in 3/4 cup of water and fluff it with the fork. Alright, so I've put the pellet inside of this 1 cup. See, it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly inside the cup. And then we're going to use this 1/4 cup measuring cup. Dip it in our water. A cup of water. Scoop that water out. It's full now. We're going to pour 1. Now we need 3 of these, right? So we did 1. We're going to pour 2. And we're going to pour 3. All right. And as you can see, it's already starting to break down some. Let's see if you can get a good view of it. It's starting to break down and starting to soak up that water. All right, while it's breaking down, let's see what the next instructions are. Okay, we got to fluff it with the fork. All right, now we've gone ahead and Fluffed it with the fork as the instructions said. And look at how much. Look at how much we have here. It's still soaking in a lot of the water, so it's going to be even more. It's going to be even more. And look, it's more than enough to go into this pot to help us start our seeds, our tomato seeds. We're just going to fluff it. And yeah, we might get a little messy, but you know, us garden guardians, we're used to getting messy. We know how to clean it up, so that's going to be fine. So we fluffed it up. Next, it says we're going to fill the pot with this growing medium with the soil and leaving about one half of an inch of space at the top. And you see in these particular little pots, they give us this little ring. It tells us when to stop filling it up. That first ring right there. So let's start filling it. Alright, it's nice to have this little cup that helps us to sort of contain it so it won't get too much all over the place. We're just going to fill it up until we get to that first ring at the top. Alright, let's see how we're doing. Oh, we almost at the top. You might have to scratch it a little bit to break it up a little more. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. Alright, so as you can see, we're right at that first ring, so that's great. And next it says, compress the growing medium lightly to provide a level surface for the seed paper. So us garden guardians know that we need to press our soil down, but our little halos may not know that and know why. We do that so it won't have any air pockets and possibly have any spaces there left inside the soil that may create air pockets, may create areas where water can sit and actually drown our seeds out or rot the seeds. So we want to pack it down really nice. See, now it's down further. It's packed down firmly. And then it says we're going to put the seed paper on top of it says to lay the seed paper flat on top of the growing medium. Then we're going to use the spray bottle filled with water to thoroughly moisten the seed paper. Okay, so here's the seed paper, our tomato seed paper. We're going to put it right on top of this. So it's right on the growing medium. And then it says to use the spray bottle. And we're going to moisten the seed paper. So the seed paper right now is white. And you know, you can pick it up easily. But once we spray it really good and moisten it, spray it really good. So it's no longer that white color. And if you tried to pick it up, it probably will rip. So right now, my cat, she decided she wanted to help us grow. Get down, Sana. She wants to be in the video. Well, anyway, like I was saying before Sana interrupted us, okay, we thoroughly moistened the seed packet. So now we're ready for the next step. All right, so now it says to use the spray bottle. We did that to moisten the seed packet. Then lightly cover the seed paper with 1/4 inch of growing medium. So we still had some growing medium left, right? So we'll just go ahead and put that on top of the seed paper. Let's get that going. It says, really they gave us just the right amount because it's going to fill up the exact amount that we need, that 1/4. And it says lightly put it on top. And that's what we've done. See? So now it's like right about where that ring was, that first ring was again. We're not pressing it down. It didn't say to compress it this time. We just set it on top, lightly set it on top of the seed paper. All right, so now we're going to cover the pot with plastic wrap. All right, so let's get our plastic wrap. The reason why we are told to cover it with plastic wrap, because it doesn't tell you that on the instructions, is because with plastic wrap, it will help your seeds to germinate. What does that mean? It'll help them turn into plants to actually grow bigger. And what the wrap does, it's going to act like a little greenhouse on top of our pot. So it's going to trap in all of the moisture that the seed needs to germinate. It's going to trap in any heat as well that the seed will need to germinate. So it's going to be just like a little greenhouse. So we just put that right on top of that to trap that moisture in and to trap the heat in. Okay? Help our seed germinate, because we want some tomatoes, okay? They're going to be yummy. All right. The last of the instructions state to make sure you place it in a warm and bright location and keep the growing medium moist but not overwatered. It also says to remove the plastic wrap once the seeds germinate. Once seedlings develop their second set of leaves, begin watering with plant fertilizer mixed at half strength. All right, so it gave a lot of information there. So first we want it to be in a bright place and warm place. You can leave it in a windowsill that gets a lot of sun, in a room that is fairly warm. I have a lot of my seeds growing in my little greenhouse. They're near a heating vent, so they get plenty of warmth. I don't need a heating pad or anything like that. They also have grow lights within my greenhouse, and they're by a window, so they get plenty of sunlight, and there's an overhead light as well in the kitchen. So they'll get plenty of sunlight. I don't have to worry about that, and they're growing pretty well. So I'm going to be putting my 4 little grow kits in my greenhouse. And if your parent is a garden guardian, they may have a little greenhouse. They may give you a little space for your greenhouse as well. Okay. Otherwise, you can put it in a windowsill in a room that's warm, not somewhere like a basement or a den that's not really used and it's not really warm all the time. Put it in a nice window that gets a lot of sun and warmth, and your seeds will germinate. It will do really well. In regards to keeping it moist, that's where your spray bottle is going to come in. Again, you can get a spray bottle at the Dollar Tree too. You just want to spritz it, right now, because we've hydrated the soil. Is a nice dark color. It's not like that light brown that it was before we put water on it. So if you start seeing your soil get that light brown and it's hard, it feels hard and it's not this nice, soft and nice dark brown, rich soil, you're going to need to spray it. Spray it so that it will rehydrate and it'll stay moist so your seed will grow, because your seed needs that water. And just spray it really well until the soil is no longer looking light brown and hard anymore, okay? So that'll help us to stop to water it but not overwater it, because we're just going to use a spray bottle, okay? It also said to remove the plastic wrap once the seeds germinate. So this plastic wrap is just to help the seed germinate, and we talked about that. That's until the little green plant comes up. Once the plant comes up, we know that it's germinated, and we don't need to have the plastic wrap over it anymore. We can remove it so the plant can start growing on its own without it. Okay, it also says that so once the seedlings develop their second set of leaves, we will begin watering it with plant fertilizer mixed at half strength. Now, some people will say you don't really have to do that to put plant fertilizer in it. You can use water in the growing medium. That's just fine. If you choose to do plant fertilizer, I use something that's called 511 fish emulsion. You don't need a lot of it. You really don't need a whole lot. In fact, parents, the Garden Guardian parents, you can just put a teeny bit in the spray bottle, shake it up, mix it up, and just spray your plant with it every so often when you water it. And that should be more than enough once it gets that second set of leaves. And after that, you're just going to let your plant grow. Now, I feel that this is a great project for our young halos to do. And you can do all 4 of them at the same time. See which one grows the fastest. You'll be able to watch them grow. And at the end, you'll have the fruits of your labor. You'll be able to actually eat the tomatoes, eat the basil, maybe even to make like a little sauce or whatever. That will be something exciting for the kids to do, for our young halos to do. And you'll have beautiful flowers that will add to your garden. Also help the bees, because it's created by the Buzzy Bee Company. No, this is not a paid advertisement, but it is created by them because it does encourage to help the bees as well. Because as we know, without bees, we wouldn't have any food at all. They're very important. So we want to make sure they get fed. They'll pollinate our food, and that's something that's a win-win for all of us. And I'm excited to see how my grow kits will do. And I'm excited to see how your grow kits will do, because guess what? Giveaway, it's a giveaway. Giveaway, it's a giveaway. It's a giveaway, it's a giveaway. It's a Garden Guardian giveaway. All right. The reason why I say I want to see how our young halos grow kits are doing is because we're going to give a giveaway. And the first young halo and the Garden Guardian parent will help them with this, that sends a picture of their grow kit and that they've done the project, all 4 kits, and sends a picture. I will be giving them some of my harvested black cherry tomato seeds. I harvested them last year and they were really delicious. They're really good. They were had like a sweet flavor, and they grew pretty big for cherry tomatoes. So I want to share some so that our young halos and garden guardians can also try them out. So the first young halo that sends a picture of all 4 of their grow kits and that they've done the project, send it to my email, which is GiftsByAnAngel@gmail.com. Again, you just show your grow kits, take a picture of your grow kits. You don't send pictures of your kids or anything like that. Just send a picture of your grow kit, and we'll be able to get you some seeds for those black cherry tomatoes. And thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. We really appreciate that here at Angel Loves Garden, and we look forward to seeing your beautiful seeds grow through this Young Halo Grow project. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Giveaway, it's the giveaway. Giveaway, it's the giveaway. It's the giveaway. It's the giveaway. It's the Garden Guardian giveaway. Please comment, like, and subscribe to Angel Loves Garden. Thanks.